because they are not happy that I'm here. I'm trying to save you, bees, and you're killing me. Ouch. Feeding bees during the winter. Our winters are cold. This winter's been long and cold. And so in order to help the bees get through the winter, I'm going to feed them some sugar, some pollen patties, and hopefully that's just enough to get them through the winter. It's been long and cold, and it's February 20th today, so we're going to have probably another month of cold weather, hopefully not that long. Once the box elder trees, the maple trees start to get some pollen, the bees will go out if it's warm enough days to get it, but right now their resources are running low. They're in survival mode. They're clustered inside the hives, just trying to save as much energy as they can and stay warm. But I'm super excited because when I checked on these hives, 4 out of my 8 hives that I started the fall with made it through. I lost 4 of the hives early in the fall, but all 4 that made it into the start of winter are still alive. Lots of bees, still have a little bit of honey left in their hives, but I gave them some extra sugar, some extra pollen. So hopefully this is enough to get them through here for the next month. I probably won't check on them or open the hives here for another couple weeks. It's supposed to be cold anyways, but later today when it warms up to about 50 degrees supposedly, the bees will be flying around. It's an exciting day here. The bees are alive. So we are making sugar candy. 1 cup of water, 5 pounds of sugar. I tried it like this. Now that it's up to temperature and boiling, and pour it in those pans and make some sugar candy. All right, here we go. I'm going to dump this in. This is like candy napalm. Anything that it touches, I think, is going to turn to instant candy. So we're dumping it in here. I've lined these cookie sheets with cooking oil spray. Another thing that I will feed the bees here when I open them up today is pollen patties. These just are pollen. The bees eat pollen. It's protein for them. They do store pollen in addition to honey. They use it to feed their young and things. So I'll just give half a pollen patty to each of my hives. I have 2 left here from last year. I like to take a rolling pin and roll them out thinner, just so it slips underneath the top cover and doesn't cause any problems there. So I already smoked the bees, and I want to work pretty quick. It's only about 40 degrees right now, but I want to get this food in here for the rest of the day so the bees can eat it before it gets cold again. So smoke the bottom, just going to smoke the top here a little bit. Makes it so the bees aren't as aggressive. I'm going to pop this lid off here. Yep. Now the bees, you can't see from the video, they're clustered over here to one side. That means that they've probably gone through the honey on the other side already. So, I'll actually tear this pollen patty in a couple two. I'll take this wax paper off, stick it down here on either corner. Here. I got it rolled out thin enough that hopefully that top cover will go right back on. And then I'm just going to lay a bunch of this sugar down here too. So hopefully they eat those pollen patties up. That's open there long enough. Get that lid back on there nice and snug. Outer cover on. Put our brick back on. So whatever we can do to give these bees a fighting chance to make it through the winter, that's the best thing that we can do. You know, this time of year they are running low on food. Hopefully it warms up. 50 degrees today. I'll make a little video later and the bees will be flying outside the hive here later once it gets above 50 degrees. I opened up the hive for these bees. They're more clustered in the middle. I'm going to take this pollen patty here and rip it off and put it on next to the bees' hive. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I left the super on here. And I just took out one of these frames and just put a bunch of honey down here, and then in this one here, I just slid the pollen patty right in between those frames. But there's a lot of bees in this hive. Hopefully this works. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's warmed up to a little over 50 degrees. And the bees are out here flying. That hive, in this hive, this is just an extra frame of honey that I got off of that hive over there when I put in the sugar. It's not got much honey on it, so I just figured I'd set it outside this hive, and the bees are enjoying that. So that's how I feed bees during the winter. We'll see if it works. I hope it does, and hopefully I can get them through the rest of February and the month of March, and have 4 strong hives to start the spring.
Safe in the car while Brent gives his bees sugar. He says they're fine. I don't like to be around them because I don't want to get stung. He's already got stung a few times. Oh, they're all over. Yuck. This is what we go through for honey.